Hi, I'm Harvey Briggs, the editor and publisher of Rides and Drives, and today I'm driving the craziest vehicle out there, the 2024 Polaris Slingshot. Now this is the R model of the Slingshot, which means it's the most high performance version of it, and that means you get a quick revving 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 203 horsepower. On this model, you've got a 5-speed manual transmission, and finally, this 3-wheel vehicle just has a ton of character, something you don't find in many vehicles these days. Now, the Slingshot is technically classified as an autocycle. That means it's not a motorcycle, it's not a car, but it's something in between. That's because of the 2 seats, the 3 wheels, and a weight that's under 1,750 pounds. In Wisconsin, you don't have to wear a helmet to drive this thing. Also here, you don't need a motorcycle license to ride it, but again, in other states you do. So this is the Polaris Slingshot R. It is a vehicle that makes no rational sense at all. You buy this because you like to have fun. And you don't mind people watching you when you like to have fun. This is an exhibitionist vehicle. One of the things I really like about the Slingshot is this new engine. When it first came out, they used a GM source 2.4-liter engine, and frankly, it just didn't fit the character of the vehicle. This engine now makes 203 horsepower, but that's not the most important thing. The big difference is how quickly this thing revs. It really feels much more suited to the job. Now, the Slingshot is available with either a 5-speed automatic or this 5-speed manual transmission, and I do like this manual. Suspension setup on this is definitely sports car-like. You've got a double wishbone suspension up front that is all aluminum, so very low unsprung weight. Your rear suspension is a single swing arm that does a nice job of keeping the rear tire on the pavement, whether you're going over bumps or you're driving aggressively through the corners. It's all there all the time. I kind of describe the feel of driving this as almost like an old school sports car. It's very rough and raw by today's standards, and I kind of love that about this vehicle. You know, one of the things I really like about the way they've set this up, they have set it up for sporting driving. I mean, not many vehicles left that you can heel and toe like this when you're coming into a stop sign. So I really enjoy that the pedals are set up precisely for that kind of driving. You know, a lot of people ask me, why? Why would anyone buy this vehicle? And there is no rational reason to buy a Slingshot. You know, it's all about fun. We have such short summers in Wisconsin, you almost need this kind of vehicle to take advantage of it to the maximum. This is as exposed as you can get in a vehicle without it having 2 wheels. So if it's hot, you're going to be hot. If it's cold, you're going to be cold. If it's raining, you're going to get wet. And if it's sunny, you better bring some sunscreen. So the Slingshot is not a cheap toy. The base S model starts at $21,000, and this R model, Slingshot R, with all the goodies on it, that includes heated and cooled seats, navigation system, a bunch of other upgrades like the blacked out wheels. All this comes to $39,900. And yeah, that's a lot of money for a toy, but I know people who have that kind of money, and this would be something they'd enjoy and get their money's worth out of. And I do like this in the Army green flash, they call it. It's really a nice color combination. Everyone in my neighbors, everyone else has been calling it the Batmobile, and I guess it kind of fits. It's certainly swoopy and sexy and fun, but it is not subtle. A lot of people ask me, well, what's the competition? I guess you could say it's a Miata or something like that, but you're not going to get the same thrills. It's certainly not a motorcycle because that requires a different skill set to use. This is, its own unique vehicle, and it's for people who, just want to get out, have a good time. As human beings, we do a lot of irrational things. And as irrational things that we do go, buying a slingshot is a pretty innocuous one. If you have space in your garage and money in your pocket for a toy, and you really want a slingshot, then by all means buy the slingshot. There's no reason to buy it, and there's really no reason not to buy it. So that's the 2024 Polaris Slingshot R. Tell us what you think in the comments. For more information, check out ridesanddrives.com and make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. For Rides and Drives, I'm Harvey Briggs, and I'll see you somewhere down the road. Oh, and if you've just come here to make fun of my wardrobe and my chicken legs, we're done.